When life breaks you, but you still believe in God, are you tired of trying, but you're still holding on? There's a message for everyone who still feels that way, because I do sometimes, and I know that adulthood can be hard. So that's why I decided to just, have my say and share of this. I know there are times where you feel, is there still God? This is to my dear 20s and 30s. You are not feeling, you are becoming. Guys, welcome back, and I hope you all are doing good. I want to thank you lovies for watching, commenting and sharing. And if you're new to my channel, please do well to subscribe and share. God bless you. On today's vlog, it's not about having all the answers. It's about the reality of being young, trying, failing, praying and still hoping, especially in our age at this point with the way everything is going. So I want to start with the struggle of adulthood. Adulthood is not what we imagined growing up, in our when we're much younger. Sometimes it feels like it keeps throwing punches and we don't even get time to breathe. Some days are good, other days are we just feel tired, tired of trying, tired of praying, tired of hoping. There are some times where we even ask God, where are you? We cry, we still cry, we beg, and when nothing changes, we start to question. We start to question, is something wrong with us? Especially when we are in our 20s and 30s, there's this pressure like you should have figured out everything out already, like having a job, a life plan, even your faith. Let's be honest, sincerely, like sometimes it feels like your prayer just hits the ceiling and it just comes back empty. But there's this deep down, you just have this tiny part that still says, I believe. Not because everything is perfect, but because you have seen God come through before, even when you even least expected it. There's this verse that keeps me going. Romans chapter 8 verse 18, it says, consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. This particular verse reminds me that even when things are not working out the way I expected, my joy isn't tied to what I see, it is tied to who I believe in. And if you're watching this, and you feel like you are behind in life, trust me, you are not alone. Many young people are fighting silent battles, joblessness, mental stress, pressure from society and even family. And sometimes it even feels like we are just, moving through life without living. But let me tell you this, which I hold on to: your delay is not your denial. The waiting is not wasted. God sees, God knows, and may not have everything figured out, and that's okay. You're allowed to feel lost. You are even allowed to be tired, but don't stop believing. Even if all you can whisper is, God, please help me. Trust me, He hears that too. If you've made this far in this video, I just want to say you are strong, you are not invisible, and you are going to be okay. For me, I learned my progress. I've seen progress and I've seen it as a big win. I see progress as just waking up and trying again. I see sometimes faith is just whispering, God, I trust you, even when your heart is broken. If you're still standing, or even if you're limping, you are growing, and that's something to be thankful for. Trust me, everyone will not understand your season, but God does. He sees the effort, He sees the tears you don't post, and He's not done with your story. The Bible says in Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31, but those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not weary, and they shall walk and not faint. You might feel weary now, but strength is coming. Maybe this season is teaching you, patience. Maybe it's building your character. Maybe God is protecting you from something you can't even see right now. But whatever the reason might be, don't let go of your faith. Even if you're holding on a thread, please keep on holding. There was a time in my life where I won't say I lost faith, but I was not praying as regular as I used to pray. I was not going for Legion. That's like a small prayer meeting, just like a small prayer meeting in Catholic Church. I stopped attending it, and then a friend spoke to me. He said, Kemi, you need to come. You need to talk to God. You need to come. You need to open up to Him. Your faith matters. Pray to Him, and He is going to listen. And and it was a convo, and it still brought me back to Kemi. No matter what, you still need to still try and have time for God. I know waiting is hard, especially when you feel behind. You ask, what am I doing wrong? You ask, you ask because it feels like everybody is moving and you are just here, you're just existing, breathing, and and not living. And yet somehow, to me, I still stand. Even if I'm limping, even if I'm breaking, that must mean something to me. I feel like God has a reason. Maybe this is what faith looks like. Not loud, not flashy, but quiet, tired, and still choosing to believe. I may not have clarity, but I have breath, I have hope, I have God, and He's not done with me. To anyone who feels like me, you are not weak, you are not lost, you are not too late, you are just becoming, and becoming takes time. Being in my late 20s, I have stopped comparing my behind the scenes to someone else, spotlight. I have clapped for others, but don't pressure myself. I trust my timing. I also trust God's timing. I know that somehow God is still holding me too. So I will cry if I have to. I will rest if I need to, but I won't give up, because even in my silence, even in my questions, even in my dry season, God is still faithful, and I am still holding on, and He's still holding on to me. Always know that He is a faithful God. He sees you are exactly where He is building your strength. God is rooting for you. Keep holding on, because I am holding on. The strength you have, keep it up. The strength was already in you. Just keep holding. Don't underestimate how powerful your voice is, especially when it comes from a place of pain, faith, and truth. That combination breaks chain for others, not just for you. So take your time, breathe, cry when you need to, and speak when you are ready. You are not late, you are not lost. Always know that. I just hope this video really touched a lot of people in my place, because this is how I feel sometimes. But one thing I always do is that I still hold on to God. I still believe in Him. I still have that faith and hope that it's not just now. Everything is timing, and everything will fall in place. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.